Experiencing how God can touch hearts and transform people for the better is a remarkable sight to behold. When we see it happen to others, how they turn back to God and reflect Christ's love, it is inspirational and moving to all of us. But when it happens to us, when we are the ones transformed, even in little ways, then those feelings of inspiration are amplified exponentially. We suddenly walk with a purpose, with a spring to our step. We are rightfully called a person on a mission. People notice the change in us. And in addition to our new legs, we also receive new eyes, new ears, which give us unmatched clarity and field of vision. Our stony hearts are replaced with natural hearts, and they burst with affection for the Lord as we realize how much He loves us and how much He has saved us. This is a real transformation that directly results from God's interactions with us and our openness to it. We see a beautiful example of this transformation in today's readings. In the gospel, the apostles believed, yet had unbelief. They had some level of knowledge of what was going on, but lacked real understanding and a firm clarity of purpose. Even Mary Magdalene, who, let's face it, got it better than most of those apostles, even she needed to actually encounter the Lord at the tomb for a real transformation. And so, as a result, these apostles largely sat around, catatonic, inert, withdrawn, confused, immobile, and understandably scared. Because without Jesus, they would have wallowed in this imperfect faith and drifting confusion. And so it took Jesus coming to them, to visit them, the Holy Spirit filling their hearts to snap them out of it, to touch their hearts and give them true understanding, real conviction with a sense of mission and purpose. But once God touched the apostles in this way, their transformation was immediate. Mary Magdalene's response was instantaneous action filled with emotion. So you can well imagine why she didn't walk, she excitedly ran from the tomb. And in the first reading in the Acts of the Apostles, those apostles were no longer timid and docile, lacking direction and resolution, but they were bold and brave and filled with joy. When threatened with imprisonment or death, their reply reflected this newfounded clarity. Arrest me, kill me, it doesn't matter. That was true faith. They said, it is impossible for us to not speak about what we have seen and heard. They would not be deterred from their mission because God had touched them. But it is important to remember, and if you ask the apostles, they'll confirm it, that this transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a journey. Every single morning, those apostles had to rise and pray and travel and preach the good news. They had to heal and administer the sacraments. They had to deal with risks and difficult people and tough circumstances, like all of us do, for we all have people and circumstances in our lives that are just like that. The key is they had to do. Every day had its blessings, and every day had its struggles. But every day was a renewal of their transformation. And so it goes with us. Jesus has also touched our hearts. The Holy Spirit moves us to conversion. But this is not an event, but the beginning of a journey for all of us. It is our call to action. So, just like Mary Magdalene, let us not walk, but run. And let us be ever renewed in His grace. And because we have been touched this way, let us likewise shout from the rooftops, I spread the gospel and reflect God's love, because it is impossible for me to not speak about what I have seen and heard and experienced. For any encounter with the Lord where we allow ourselves to be touched by Him inevitably has this result.